And this man is going to get a great deal of support this week. Darren Clarke in the company of his good friend there in the foreground, Lee Westwood. Clarke, who recently lost his wife Heather in her battle to cancer. And very warm, generous applause for Darren coming out here on this opening day. It's going to be a bit of an emotional roller coaster for him. But he said Heather wanted him to be here, and his boys wanted him to be here, and the crowd want him to be here.
How's that for a reception? Incredible.
He's just got to manage to keep his emotions in check in the match. It's going to be difficult for him. Tom Lehman, the American captain, there also saying to Darren Clarke, all the best. He's had tremendous support from not only his European colleagues, but also the American team and the American captain. Tiger Woods especially has been a great help to Darren Clarke as he tries to regroup after the death at the age of just 39 of his wife Heather.
Nice sporting gesture there from Mickelson and DiMarco, giving Darren Clarke a little hug, as Tiger Woods did earlier on in the week.
On the tee, Chris DiMarco.
DiMarco, not a long hitter, has a driver. Bit of a quirky swing, especially his follow-through. Likes to move the ball left to right.
Walking after it, so he obviously, I was going to say likes it, but he's finished in that bunker. So many of the tee shots will finish in that.
Mickelson trying to take that bunker out of play with the 3-wood. Hole really calls for a left to right shot, which will be a draw for a left-hander.
On the tee, Darren Clarke.
So much must be going through his mind at this particular time.
One of the best drivers of the golf ball in the game today, I believe.
And let's not forget, this is the course that Darren Clarke has one shot 60 on. He's a European Open winner here at the K Club, as is his partner, Lee Westwood.
On the tee, Lee Westwood.
Lee Westwood has played well, as Warren has said, on this golf course before. 2 victories.
Back-to-back wins, defended his championship win here. Two good opening shots from the European pair. I'm just wondering how this crowd is going to keep up this cheering and actually go home with their voices. Too early to panic.
I'm not panicking, I'm just You know, giving the view that the Spaniards, to me, look very formidable.
Mickelson second to the first.
The world's number 2, very strong at the top end of the world rankings, the American team. They have 1, 2 and 3, and that one's coming up a long way shy.
Thank you.
Back to the first hole, second shot of Lee Westwood. Always seems to raise his game when it comes to Ryder Cups, loves playing match play. He's a former world match play winner.
Pin is up on that back little shelf. You know, they want to get it up on the level where the pin is cut.
Good lie for DiMarco in the bunker. Good angle. Not a difficult shot at all.
Sand very wet.
Yes, it is. So the ball should sit on top. Not cutting back left to right the way he expected.
Darren Clarke will be the last to go. How close can he get it?
Straight at it.
Much of the speculation is that the 4 balls this morning will be halved 2 points apiece.
Long tee shot there from Darren. Really is pumped up. Very good view into the flag. Oh, what a start. What a start from Darren Clarke. A little bit unlucky, had too much spin. 2 excellent shots, has worked very hard leading up to his first event. Coming back after the death of Heather, where he played in Madrid.
Now up the hill to the back plateau.
Another good putt.
And no question, this man is one of the best putters in the world today. Pretty good opening gambit there. Had a good look at the hole, and will give a little bit of help to his teammate now, DiMarco. I've never been a great one in trying to line other people's putts up, Jay, because you've got to not only think the same and see the same lines, but you've got to kind of judge the pace that the person's going to hit it at, and that's so difficult.
I agree, because everyone hits them differently. I think if you're unsure, you can ask which way you think it's going to break, but don't ask for an exact line. Good point.
DiMarco. Just going to come a little bit from the left, isn't it?
Certainly is. Right in the middle portion it is.
So a chance for the Europeans to win this hole with a 3. And in a moment or two, I'll be handing over to Julian Tutt, who will take you for the next hour. Let's first of all see whether the Europeans
Westwood and Clarke have
Yeah.
often helped each other line their putts up, as we were just speaking about. I think they're accustomed to it. They've played so much in the Ryder Cup together. They play a lot together in practice rounds and that. Maybe the odd pound or two on those practice round days, but these players are very adept at understanding each other's games and the way they do hit putts.
And it's relaxing to have a little chat every now and again, doesn't it? It helps settle the nerves, and you feel a little bit more involved. He's got a good chance here. It's a quick putt, though.
He's a good Ryder Cupper, Lee Westwood. He loves the match. He enjoys the occasion, the pressure, and handling the pressure.
Just lacked the speed for the line he picked. Good attempt, though. His partner Darren Clarke has an uphill putt that he has every opportunity to make. He can be aggressive with it, especially being Westwood is now in the hole with at worst a half.
Clarke's looking there. What we saw there was Clarke looking at Westwood's putt and hoping, I think, perhaps that it was going to go in, but it just missed.
There will be an almighty roar if this putt goes in. It might take the roof of the clubhouse off.
This putt, as I said, is uphill, slightly left to right break. Don't want to give much of the hole away. I look for him to hold this.
Yes!
He didn't disappoint, did he?
And Darren Clarke makes the best possible start in the 36th Ryder Cup, popping that putt in for a birdie. And Clarke and Westwood go one up on Mickelson and DiMarco.
Westwood looking fantastically relaxed so far. Well, that one really thought about it before it zipped back. Westwood still got a birdie putt here if DiMarco does or doesn't make it, and that's not dead. Although it's been given.
Lee Westwood birdie to win the hole and put himself and Darren Clarke 2 up. Ooh, that was just a pull there. That wasn't one of his better efforts. They remain 1 up. Phil Mickelson putting for a birdie 2 at the 3rd to win the hole. Once again, as we've seen so much this morning, he hit it through the break. A little bit too much speed for the line. You wonder if maybe the greens aren't just a little bit quicker this morning than they had been in practice, watching the way the players are putting.
Just adrenaline being pumped up, maybe.
This is such an important session for both teams. Europe coming in as favourites with a tremendously experienced team. Inexperience on the American side. Safely tidies up. If these big teams of Woods and Furyk and Mickelson and DiMarco don't win, there'll be rumblings through the American camp. DiMarco, 3rd shot to the par 5 4th, unable to get there in 2. Playing in his 2nd Ryder Cup match.
Now Clarke with one of the toughest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. Mediocre effort by Darren. You can see his disappointment.
He was giving a fantastic display yesterday on the 8th hole, par 3. He was hitting tiny little bunker shots to a tight pin. I mean, literally, you know, sort of 3 or 4 yards with a 3-iron. And Ola Tharbel came up and said, come on, too easy. And gave him his 1-iron to do it with. And he achieved it with a 1-iron. Sensational.
Well, there is only one left-hander in the field, and that's Mickelson. And he can be pretty good with exhibitions around the green, playing all sorts of shots. And That should secure his birdie 4 at par 5. Clarke leaving the flag in, so putting from just off the green for his birdie on the par 5.
Been working 10 hours a day a couple of weeks ago before going to Madrid at Queenwood, his private club near Sunningdale in the Surrey stockbroker belt, with his relatively new coach, Ewan Murray.
Well, he's a member at that private club. It's not his private club.
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
you're quite right. It's wrong to suggest he owns the thing, but it's a very select club.
After that nice pitch shot, Phil Mickelson for a birdie 4 to win the hole. Very nicely done.
Back to all square. In the final game, Clarke up the hill to the 5th.
That's going to be down in the chipping area where Jim Furyk found himself a little while ago.
Just a yard or 2 away from being a really good shot.
That would have been very good had it just carried over the brow of that hill.
Looking very distinguished.
Looks like the wind's blown his hair.
No, that's gelled.
You're kidding. You would do that on purpose. You've got to be kidding me.
No.
He should have a hat on. Mickelson unhappy with his second shot at the 6th. After watching Darren Clarke miss it to the right, pushes his out to the left.
But it's one that you've got to judge very carefully, because it's up and down and then up again and turning at the end from left to right, and he's played an absolutely beautiful shot. You could not, apart from putting it in the hole, you couldn't play it any better than that.
Well, that is a beautiful putt, no question about that. Wonderful touch.
Darren Clarke at the 5th with a putt to halve the hole against Mickelson and DiMarco. Well holed. Well holed. Stays all square, and Lee Westwood says, well done, Mick.
Darren Clarke down the hill to the 6th, pin tight to the water. Oh, it's a fabulous shot.
Whoa. Julian was telling you that they shaved the bank there, but didn't quite get down as far.
Sets up nicely for Mickelson, being the left-hander, nameless in the centre of the green, and slide it towards the flag on the breeze, but held straight.
Westwood just off the green at the 6th. Beautiful play. He's already pulled out of the bunker today. And he played that one quite beautifully, didn't he, Warren? Mickelson, I always feel he's pretty good from this range. He sometimes misses the ones a little closer to the hole.
Well, he's pretty good from most places on the green. Playing for an enormous amount of break, but read too much into it. Unlike him to normally misread a putt by so much. I always find with good putters, they always seem to have a way of, ball has eyes for the holes. It seems to look as if it was always going to go in, so that was quite a wide miss for Phil.
Half and 4 though, and Clarke and Westwood remain all square with Mickelson and DiMarco. Good shot from DiMarco. Excellent shot from DiMarco. One of the best that we've seen here at the 7th. Back to the 7th. Westwood second. Remember that DiMarco is in close. Westwood's closer.
That's why Ian Woosnam picked him for the side, because he loves playing those shots, just pushed a little shot in.
Westwood is putting at the 7th for his 3.
Putting out a turn. Clarke further away, but he's not able to turn it to his advantage, so he's going to make 4. But we know DiMarco's in close.
DiMarco for a 3 to win the hole. Although Clarke still has a putt. Perhaps he thought it was in. Yes, that's fine.
Hole half in 4, match remains all square.
DiMarco at the 8th. Oh, bang on line.
Going to have the putt that Olazabal had just a little while ago. Meanwhile, Westwood at the 8th. 173 yards. Most people finishing left of the pin, leaving themselves with a downhill putt. Right over the pin, that, and down in Furyk country.
This one to win for Mickelson. Very dangerous anytime he has a chipping club in his hand.
Well, he played it quite beautifully, didn't he?
Beautiful effort.
Westwood has this putt to win the 9th.
Westwood not quite the dominant force he once was in Europe, but he's playing very well again. And putting was always his great strength when he was winning the European Tour Order of Merit back in 2000. He was a fabulous putter.
Amazing that final game with Clarke, Westwood, Mickelson, and DiMarco. Each pairing has 1 birdie apiece. Mickelson, wonderful wedge player, possibly the best wedge player in the game today.
When you see where these players are playing their third shots from, you can realize just how marvelous Wetterick was getting on in 2.
Amazing strength for a young Ryder. Very long hitter. They have their hands full with the Spaniards, though.
DiMarco.
Excuse me, yes, the Casey and Carlson. My mistake. Thank you, Julian. Now, wonderful shot for DiMarco. Using the slope and some spin to get it inside the 2 Europeans.
DiMarco is putting first here. He's going out of order. He's closer than Mickelson. Oh my gosh, now that is a surprise. A putt to win the hole for Westwood.
Similar putt to what DiMarco just missed.
Well, that would seem to indicate that, you know, Mickelson has also missed.
Just outside left.
Westwood wins it. And that 4 puts them up in the bottom game. Clarke and Westwood go 1 up on Mickelson and DiMarco.
I think it's unfortunate that if they design the green in a mirror backwards, it would be perfect.
This is for a birdie. Oh, he's got it this time. He may have missed a short one on the previous green, but Mickelson pops that one in at 11. Mickelson at the 12th, 182 yards.
Looks like he's trying to cut it in from right to left to this back right pin. Very aggressive play to work it in that way.
It still needs a pretty good tonk on that 16th, 555 yards, but we'll go back to the final match with Westwood teeing off on 12. And that's, well, not one of his best. Bit of an understatement there, letting it get away from him in the breeze.
The 12th with Westwood. Pretty good shot from where he was, giving himself the chance of a 3.
Mickelson for a birdie 2 at the 12th.
Didn't turn at all.
Darren Clarke, slight right to left break.
Well, that was to halve the hole.
Wonderful putt.
Darren Clarke.
This putt's going to break significantly from right to left.
Oh, well done, Darren. Gosh. Inspired.
Good line.
Yes. DiMarco follows him in. Half and birdie 3. Still all square. What a match this has been. Nothing between them. Very little between them. Mickelson at 14, par 3.
5-iron, trying to hold it in there and play it in from right to left. Catches the slope and goes down into the little collection area on the left edge of the green.
And here he's got a chance of a birdie at 15. It would be too much to expect after having watched Casey hole across the green to expect that Clarke could do the same at the 15th.
This one is straight down the hill, a very quick putt. One of the quickest putts on the entire golf course. See it trickling out and just continuing to roll on.
That was too much to ask. Westwood for a birdie at the 15th.
First time today we've seen 1 or 2 umbrellas up in the crowd, so a smattering of rain out there.
Good effort. This is this man DiMarco who specializes in holding putts under pressure at crucial times. This to win the hole. Oh my gosh, it just crept past the way that Clarke's did.
Oh, I think he's nailed that one.
Good looking shot.
Come on, then.
Going just a little bit to the left.
That's a good shot. Terrific shot from Clarke. Mickelson taking on the 16th. I think this is quite a hard shot for a left-hander.
Throwing that ball way up in the air. Most likely a 5-wood.
Oh, got a bad kick into the bunker.
Well, that's no bad place for him to be. He's such a wizard out of sand. Anything up and around the green.
And DiMarco, after having laid up, this is his 3rd shot, the par 5. Beautiful iron player. Oh,
That might go in the water. Oh, no.
Didn't suffer the same fate as Jim Furyk did.
Third shot of Darren Clarke.
Fairly straightforward little chip here from just off the edge of the green. One of those that you'd normally be looking at to hole. He'll be very happy with the 4.
Well, Westwood for an eagle. His partner is lying handy for a 4. It's going to some rate.
From that distance, very good putt by Lee Westwood.
I was looking forward to seeing this bunker shot from Mickelson, so much an expert. If you catch this one, though, a little thin, you have got the water behind. He's got to throw it up to the flag. Oh, and it didn't grab. Now, that is surprising.
It's very surprising. He threw it way up in the air. For that ball to not spin, you would almost think that there was like a little stone or something in there, because he spins the ball so much, more than most.
Well, assuming that...
So the Europeans go 1 up with 2 to play.
As I was going to say, assuming Darren holds the
Well, they've given
putt that they've given him, yeah. Yes, didn't see that go in. So good news for Europe. Darren Clarke up, having made the birdie on the last hole.
anywhere but in the water. Safe. Safe.
It's a very good one there. Anytime you're right of the river Liffey, it's a good one.
Westwood.
Westwood appears to be aiming to the right, probably going to play a big right to left shot to work it around the water.
I hope he doesn't move it too far right to left. He seems happy enough. Oh, good shot.
Very
good shot.
Perfect angle.
Puts the pressure on the two Americans.
DiMarco out with the driver.
DiMarco moves the ball left to right, so he has to start it down the water line and let it drift back to the fairway. Does so very nicely.
Beautiful shot from DiMarco.
And I haven't seen too many left-handers play off this hole, but this is not a hole that you would normally think would suit left-hander play.
Well, it really does. He prefers to move the ball right to left, which is a cut, so he's moving it with the hole, with the curve of the hole being a right to left dogleg around the bend of the river.
Looking a bit anxious, but
looking a little left as well.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
if Clarke and Westwood could win this hill, of course they win 2 and 1.
Good looking action there from Clarke. Nice line to his swing. And he's played the way the Americans played this hole in the top match. Get the ball on the green first, put the pressure on the others. My partner is further up. He can be more aggressive later on.
Made 4 birdies in the first 17 holes, has a great opportunity to birdie 18. As we look back to Mick to the Mickelson DiMarco. Team and DiMarco, ooh, coming up a bit short there. Not a shot he's comfortable with. You can see it spinning from left to right with the water looming.
The chance to go for the pin.
Ball above his feet, so this is going to move a little bit right to left in the air, and he can use that slope as well. So expect him to pitch this right of the flag. I thought he might have been a bit more aggressive than that.
So Westwood is putting here for a 2-1 victory for the Europeans to give the Europeans a 2.5, 1.5 lead after the morning 4 balls.
This putt's going to break from right to left. So far today, no one has gotten it left of the hole or made it. Tendency is to miss on the high side, which is on the right. These guys are a good team. I wouldn't be surprised to see Westwood hold this.
He's got to believe. So this will come down the last with the Europeans requiring only a half to take the point.
Remain 1 up.
Important here for the Europeans to put the ball in the fairway, I think, Warren. Put the pressure on the Americans. Just if they can get the ball in the fairway and on the green and secure a 4, it's a big task to try and make a eagle 3 with this pin is in the back right.
I'm trying to almost threes out the equation, you would think, unless you produce something quite stunning.
Ball looks like it might be going a little bit to the left. Is that going to hang on? It does. Not a very aggressive line he really took. That surprises me.
Well, 1 up, find the fairway.
Exactly.
Take the pressure off the man that's going second. Two balls on the fairway would be even better for Europe.
Westwood didn't leave anything in the bag there, did he?
So 2 good tee shots.
I think the breeze has changed a little bit because earlier those drives were going much further down the slope and to the right. I think after that rain, it might have not have the following wind that the players had a little while ago.
Yes, could have just died out a little. Wasting no time. DiMarco, not very long off the tee, so he's got to really smack one away here. Doesn't seem to like it, and that may well be in sand.
He's hoping it's in sand because then he can get it further up the fairway. That rough is very long over there inside the corner of the dog leg.
Again, it's not what you want to see. It puts the pressure back on Mickelson, and Mickelson we know is not the straightest of drivers, but he needs to conjure up something good here.
He's not the straightest of drivers. He can be a little fragile on finishing holes as well. Good swing there. Certainly has the length to take it over the corner a little bit.
It's a good shot. Maybe too that the European players didn't absolutely lash their tee shots, trying to find a yardage where they can play the metalwood into the back right corner of the green. DiMarco in sand. This is just a layup. Best he can do is 4, unless he holes his 3rd, which would be asking an awful lot.
Isn't it curious that in all the years, the Americans have never made a hole-in-one? And we've made, or the Europeans, I should say, my apologies, the Europeans have made 3, I think. All they've got to do is keep it out of the water here, you would think. Westwood twice a winner of this title. Darren Clarke, who shot 60 round here. You would have to say that Ian Woosnam must be very happy that these are the 2 players who are left with a chance of getting a point to give Europe a lunchtime lead and maintain their record in the 4 balls, which is very impressive. Warren was talking about it earlier.
So, full-blooded wood shot here for Lee Westwood. Seemed to have set that off straight at the flag, hard down that right side.
He's got the bunker, I think.
In sand. Safe up there. But he'd rather have seen that on the middle of the green, taking the pressure off Darren. Willie Foster there, the caddy to Darren Clarke.
Has caddied in the past for Seve Ballesteros.
Now, I wonder if he's going to aim this towards the middle of the green. Just try and play for the slider a little. May well have gone right. Ooh. Brave shot, carried all the way to the top edge. That's a healthy blow. 250 yards to carry that bunker from where he was in the fairway.
A wonderful shot from a man who has been under so much pressure over the last year as his wife fought and finally lost her battle against cancer.
Difficult shot for Phil Mickelson. Ball slightly below his feet. Pin back right, likes to play it from right to left. Knows he has to put it on the green to have any chance. He likes it.
No, but it wasn't right for him. Now he's got that awkward little shot across the ridge there with not much green to play with.
Well, he's only contributed 1 birdie today, Mickelson. DiMarco has made 2. So once again, it's not as if it's a match in this bottom section which has been littered with birdies, but it's certainly been a tense affair. He's taken that 9-iron in very well indeed, but the best he can do is 4. Has the look of a man where he knows really maybe that's not going to be good enough. Really, they're just the most massive corporate hospitality facilities around this course. Here on 18, 17, certainly down the 16th. I just don't remember seeing anything quite as large as this.
It's never been as big as this, Warren. And just how close these games are these days, you know, apart from Garcia and Olazabal, the other 3-4 balls coming down the last.
An uphill lie. Westwood.
The Europeans need a half to win the match. To win the point and the match, 1 up.
Well, he has an uphill lie. He's going over a mound straight down to the pin. See the face wide open and throw it way up in the air.
Well, he plays these shots better than anyone else. But on this occasion, not good enough.
Well, they're not even stone dead for a 4, so they have a lot of work left if they even want to make Darren Clarke work hard.
Well, he will work harder, but it's never a gimme in these situations. He's got to concentrate and stay focused. Just to be able to chip this down. In fact, I think he's going to putt it.
I think that's a safe thing to do, just control it a little bit better.
Hit it just hard enough to get through the... Well, that's fine. That's all you need to do. And that, I think, is that. So Darren Clarke and Lee Westwood get the better of Phil Mickelson and Chris DiMarco in a very, very tight match. And what a comeback by Darren Clarke. He feels the emotion now. He's not in action this afternoon, but he's back in the Ryder Cup and he's won a point.
I think it's very hard for him there to hold back the tears.
And Lee Westwood played his part, his good friend, there with him. And Ian Woosnam says, well done. Gosh, I wondered what was going to happen there. So many people kissing each other here that it's unbelievable. But Darren Clarke and Lee Westwood finishing with a victory there over Mickelson and DiMarco, giving Europe the first series by 2.5 points to 1.5 points, and the lead at lunchtime on day 1.
To watch another Ryder Cup video, click here, and to subscribe, click here.